What's good, fight fans? It's your boy Timmy's the Best, and I'm back with another episode of Punch Drunk 412. Big news in the fight world. As Shakur Stevenson comes out and announces that he got a big fight coming up, and that whittles it down to 2 challengers. But if you like content like this, hit the like, comment down below, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified on all future videos. It's been a while too. Now let's get into it. Two-division world champion and the current WBO featherweight world champion, Shakur Stevenson, who stands 5'7". He's 24 years old with a 68-inch arm reach. Got a record of 17 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, and 9 KOs. Announced that he has a big fight coming up on Twitter, boy. You know what that means? That whittles it down to 2 people. We all know Bob Arum been wanting him to fight Vasily Lomachenko for a long time. But then, Shakur, Terrence Crawford comes out and sues Bob Arum, and we know that Shakur Stevenson is really close to Terrence Crawford. So I'm sure Terrence Crawford been whispering in his ear. So now Shakur goes online and says, I have a big fight coming up. Most people might think it's going to be Vasily Lomachenko, but nah, it ain't going to be Vasily Lomachenko. There's only one person Shakur Stevenson been coming out calling out, and if you don't know who Shakur Stevenson is, he just put on a dazzling performance against Jamal Herring, where he ultimately stopped him and took the WBO featherweight title from him in spectacular fashion. Great fighter, great footwork, very fast hands, great ring IQ, great ring generalship. He's a very good fighter. If you don't know nothing about him, do your research. But I think the next opponent is going to be none other than Oscar Herbal T. Valdez, who we all know recently in his last fight tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs, PEDs, steroids, cheap drugs, the type of shit you shouldn't be doing in a boxing, in a sport where somebody could die, and they still let him fight anyway. And he ultimately got outclassed and should have lost the fight, but the refs gave it to him anyway in one of the worst decisions I've ever seen in boxing. Anyway, Oscar Valdez comes in at 5'6" with a 66 arm reach. He's 31 years old with a record 30 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, with 23 KOs. He is the current WBC featherweight champion. He's a very ruthless, strong, aggressive fighter. He comes straight forward. He got good skill and good ring IQ. That's why I don't understand the need for him to be taking his herbal teas. You know what I mean? You don't need to be doing none of that anyway when you already was a good fighter. So when you get caught using the herbal shit, I kind of take steps back and look at you crazy. And like I said, in his last fight, he got outclassed pretty bad. He's a good fighter, though. The Mexicans are going to come in here going crazy because they ain't going to like what I had to say about the herbal teas. But facts is facts. I don't care if y'all get mad. He got caught using PEDs. It is what it is. Anyway, I think it's going to be him that Shakur Stevenson is going to end up fighting, because Shakur Stevenson been calling out Oscar Valdez for months. Since he won that WBO title, he ain't been calling out nobody but Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez said, I don't want nothing to do with Shakur Stevenson. But then Bob Arum didn't want him fighting Oscar Valdez, because we all know, anybody who's a hardcore boxing fan knows that Oscar Valdez is not going to beat Shakur Stevenson. No way, no how. He's going to beat his ass, outclass him. He's going to embarrass him. That's why Top Rank didn't want this fight to happen. But like I said, when the Terrence Crawford shit came out, now Shakur is going to get the fight he want, because if they don't, Shakur is going to be the next one out the door behind Terrence Crawford, because he just brought some pretty serious shit to light that a lot of people didn't know about that goes on behind the scenes, and that don't happen often. But I digress. Back to the fight. I want to see this fight immediately. Like I said, Shakur Stevenson went online, said he got a big fight, big announcement coming up for his biggest fight of his career, which could possibly make him pound for pound. The only fight that I can think of that could possibly do that is either against Oscar Valdez, which will make him a unified champion and definitely pound for pound, or Vasily Lomachenko, who has no belt, so there's really no point in even fighting him right now. At least wait till Vasily get his hands on the belt to get it cracking with him. So I think it's going to be Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson, sometime between May and July. Know what I mean? Now, like, comment, and subscribe if you're excited to see Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson, because I want to see Shakur Stevenson beat the brakes off this dude. That would be very exciting. But anyway, that's all I got for today. Don't comment. Hey, y'all comment with your comments. I don't care what. I respect all y'all opinions. Just don't comment here too hot. But like I said before, Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson, between May and July. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is Punch Drunk 412. Timmy's the best. That's all I got for today. More coming soon.